Well, good morning. Up bright and early again.
It is 5:44. We've been up since before 5. It's a big travel day for us today. We are leaving Granada. In fact, we're leaving Spain.
Yes.
The time in Spain has just flown by. Crazy how quick it's gone. We visited 3 destinations here, but we didn't spend a lot of nights in each place. So the time has just flown by. Anyways, it's time to go to Italy. And today we're leaving Granada, but we're not actually flying out from the airport here in Granada. We found a cheaper and direct flight to Rome from Malaga.
Yes.
So that means we have a 2.5-hour bus ride to get to the airport in Malaga.
Yep.
And then we also have something like about the same distance flight, I think, about 2.5 hours as well. So yeah, we've got a busy day ahead. But before we do that, let us show you the apartment.
Yes, we're going to do a little tour. We're all packed up now.
I was sitting on the couch there.
Okay, so why don't we just begin right here, where we are.
Okay, right here. So this was kind of the cool coach area. We actually really like this place. The only downside was that it's so cold here in Granada, and this apartment doesn't have central heating. That we were bundled up the whole time we were here.
Okay, so we're doing a quick pan of the living room.
Yeah, it's a pretty big space.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is cool. The dining area. This is where we would do work. This is where we ate. We had 3 chairs. My mom and you usually sat on this tiny little stool.
Yeah, we took turns.
It's a little small for a big guy. Up here, this was the heat, one of the heating sources. We did have heat. I should mention that. Just no central heating, so we had that blowing out air. In our bedrooms, we had these little electric heaters. But I mean, it got cold here in Granada. It was like, it was minus temperatures in the morning and at night. So, anyways, moving on. Actually, should I show you our bedroom first, since it's...
Okay, it's off of the living room, so why not?
So let's go in here. It was the bedroom was fairly spacious. We each had our own bed, which was nice. And then we had a wardrobe over here, which I don't think we used at all. Extra blankets.
Just extra blankets, extra towels.
It was really thoughtful. They left us a lot of extra blankets, so by bundling up, we were totally fine. Yeah. Okay, so going through the living room, we'll take you into the kitchen quickly. The kitchen was probably one of my favorite features of this apartment. Ooh. It was nice and big.
There we go. Light adjustment.
Oh, light adjustment. Is it fine now?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go in. Okay. So one of the coolest features, if we come in, is that I loved this wine rack. This was so cool.
Did we actually use the wine rack?
Yeah, I did. I had 2 bottles of wine at one time, right on here.
Okay.
And we consumed all the wine, so this is fun. Here's something that's neat. We've left you guys. This is actually your breakfast, Audrey. You're the last person to eat.
Not you guys. So we left Audrey.
Yeah, we've already had ours. So you have your jamón ibérico, and you also have your chorizo as well.
It is so early for deli meats.
Yeah,
I can't even think about that at 5 in the morning.
If you want them.
Okay, we'll see about that.
Okay, and apples. Yeah. Anyways. So moving on, we have, this is like just the little tea and coffee area.
Yeah.
We did a lot of cooking on here. We made pasta, omelets. Oh, my mom made fajitas too. That's right. We had a pretty good menu. We cooked half the time, and my parents cooked half the time, which was pretty neat.
Cool.
And then, the kitchen was just fully equipped. Oh, something cool too was that we had a washer.
Washing machine, always appreciated.
Always good. Going to the laundromat is never very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and last room would be the bathroom.
So come on in. Again, the bathroom was nice. Actually, for European standards, it was a pretty big tub.
Yeah.
If you can go in here and take a look. And yeah, bathroom, bidet, sink. Oh, and this was cool.
What?
The electric towel heater.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
that was essential. We would warm up our towels all nice and toasty before getting into the shower. So that made it a little nicer when coming out.
And that basically concludes the apartment tour. Just behind you, we have the door to your parents' bedroom.
Yeah, you're being nice and quiet.
Nice and quiet for a room tour.
Yeah, so basically we've got a little bit of last minute packing to do. Actually, I'm the last person to take a shower. Yeah. I'm gonna go do that. And then we'll pick things up at the bus station just before we hop on the bus to get to the airport. So, see you guys soon. Well, we made it to the bus station. Catching a cab was a little easier than I had anticipated. I thought, early on a Sunday morning we might have some trouble.
We didn't even have to make it to the taxi.
I know, we didn't have to make it to the taxi rank. We hailed one right off of the street. So, we're leaving Spain now. Did you have a good time in Spain?
Well, we had 3 destinations. Madrid.
Yeah.
Valencia. And Granada, and each one of them had something different to offer.
So we've made it to the airport, Malaga airport here. We were having brunch.
I got a Grand Reserve, a sandwich. It was over 5 years. Nothing's ever cheap at the airport, is it?
Yeah.
And yeah, for the first hour of that bus, I fell asleep. I totally calmed. So did you.
Same here, yeah. I was tired.
That 2.5 hour bus ride didn't seem that long. By the time we woke up, we were like almost halfway done.
Yeah. So we're gonna
it.
enjoy our sandwiches. We also have some nasti, and I got myself one called rustico with jamon, cheese, and tomato. So yeah, we're gonna enjoy a little bite.
That's good.
So we're here at the airport. We've made it through security, and Sam has some travel tips to share.
I've been up since like 4 or something. Like it's only 12:30, but man,
it feels like a long day already.
I'm in full-on zombie mode. I'm really tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, the biggest tip I have is when you're traveling in Europe, depending on where you're staying, you don't necessarily have to fly out of that same city's airport. Like you should, as a budget tip, you should maybe look at somewhere between a 100 or 200 kilometer radius in like all directions to see what other airports are nearby, and just check the different price of flights.
Yeah, sometimes it's way cheaper.
We got a way better deal.
Yeah. Flying
out of here. Yeah. And it was a really easy bus ride. Like the bus was cheap and quick and efficient, dropped us right off at the airport. So yeah, that's a really good budget saving tip in Europe. It's a little bit different in other parts of the world because there aren't as many airports.
Yeah, it all depends on the distances, really.
Yeah, it definitely does. So that's my biggest tip. And what we're flying with Vueling today?
I think it's pronounced Vueling. Yeah.
I hope that's the way. We obviously haven't really flown them.
Yeah, they're a budget airline. Once before, I think they're part of Iberia.
Yeah. I remember flying with them. Yeah, I can't remember where, but we did.
Yeah.
Once.
It was from Girona, I think, to Bergamo or something like that.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, that's irrelevant.
It is. Anyways, I hope it's a smooth flight. We have gorgeous weather here.
Yeah.
And apparently there's gorgeous weather in Rome. So I hope it's a nice smooth flight.
Going to Rome, someone just tried boarding without a passport or without a DNA. They showed a driver's license. And the flight, not the flight attendant, like the check-in people are like...
Yeah, they weren't terribly impressed. I hope well, who knows what's gonna happen. They've been put to the side. Anyways, we've got nice weather and I hope we're gonna have a good flight. Yes. Fingers crossed it's a smooth one.
I am pleased to report that it was a very smooth flight.
It's a beautiful flight.
I downloaded a Netflix show, or movie actually, a documentary to watch on my phone. So
was it good?
It was really good.
What was it?
Expedition
Oh. Yeah, I wasn't sitting with you, I was sitting with my parents and I had the window seat and we had stunning views. Like we flew over the Sierras, we were flying along the coast, we were flying over the water, over islands. It was just beautiful. The visibility was incredible and that is as smooth of a flight as you're ever gonna get.
Yes, and now we're just waiting for our luggage. So let's go have a look around and see if it's already come out or not.
Yeah, and then we gotta catch a train, no, a bus into town.
Bus is cheaper.
Bus is cheaper, and then we're gonna get a cab taxi to our apartment. So it's our first night in Rome, and what are we having, Audrey?
Sam is fuss potting at the moment because we've ended up at a Chinese restaurant in Italy. But you know what?
In all fairness, it's a Sunday night. Restaurants don't open for another hour and a half.
Yeah.
And we're all tired, exhausted, greasy,
And starving.
hangry.
This place was open.
This place was open. It looks good.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Well,
It's gonna
okay.
be
To
great.
salvage this, we've got a beer. So cheers, Dad.
Cheers.
We got Peroni.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm drinking straight out of the bottle.
Be great.
Cheers.
Let's be grateful.
And we are beginning with the spring roll.
Yeah. I had pizza on my mind all day.
Oh my
but
gosh.
this
He's
will-
still going on about this.
Anyways.
But we are in Italy.
No.
It's a spring roll. It's not a piece of pizza, but it's a good spring roll.
Okay. Just wait till the mains arrive. I've made a wonderful selection. Food is here. Ooh. Rice, chicken, and pork. This is looking better and better, Sam.
Bring it on.
What were you saying about Chinese food again?
Bring it on.
Huh?
Bring it on.
A little bit of everything.
Your dad.
Yes.
We're gonna see how George enjoys Chinese food in Italy. A new experience.
Well, this is the only time we're going to have Chinese food in Italy. We promise.
The rest of the time, it'll be Italian.
But you know what? I think so far it looks pretty good, and
Yeah.
we're going to enjoy it. And then you know, we'll save ourselves for the typical Italian meals. And we're really looking forward to the fresh pasta
Yes.
and the excellent sauce that goes with it.
Yes.
So, hey,
We have a full week for that.
and we're going to dig in right now. And
Yeah, Sam's already digging in. How is that?
It's really good. Yeah, I'll get you some more.
All right, your turn to try. You've
So
loaded.
all the food is now on the table.
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna go for the mako tofu.
Just showing
they
you,
have
showing
some
you guys quickly.
Huge tofu over here. With a chili pepper.
Oh, nice. It's good. You like your tofu?
I almost feel like the last time I had that, we were traveling in China.
It may have been
Have it
a.
after
It's
that?
been a while. You know what? The last time we had it was
Korea?
probably in
Maybe?
Kingston when we were
Kingston?
back in
Okay.
school, and that was still a long time ago. That's like 2014, 2015. Yeah, it's been a while.
Super tasty.
Yeah.